What's going on, everybody? Happy New Year's. Happy 2026. Today, I'm just going to go over like a few things that I have planned for the new year, and then I'm going to show you the pickups that I got this weekend. This is just from day Sunday because I got home on, I did a 2-day show this weekend, so I got home on Saturday and then re-stickered the cards, and I only did trades. I didn't do any buying this weekend. I did buy today, like a couple cards, but not too many. So mainly just did trades and selling, but so this is my pickup from Pokezard on Sunday, so I'm just going to show you guys everything I got, and then we'll go into a little bit more stuff that I have planned for 2026. So I got the Rockets Moltres. It's got the stamp one. Took it in as a trade. We got the Shaman. We got the Diplin. We got an Eevee promo. We got the Bellybolt EX, super popular card. A lot of people ask for that one. We got the War Turtle. So these are the two that I bought. I bought the Alakazam and the War Turtle. So War Turtle 151. I was going to buy the Charmander too, but man, that thing is expensive. I think it's at $58. That one I already had. That one someone else's already ordered. We took in this little Pikachu, one of the older ones from like the mid-era sets. We took in this Lucario. We took in this little Gengar, pretty popular one. We did take this in, but I already sold it to my friend Sam, so I'm holding that for him. And then we took in the Zamazenta. Pretty cool card. We took in the Zacian B, another cool card. And then we took in a Frostlass. So yeah, we pretty much this last couple of shows I've been doing, I've been trying to just do a little bit more selling than only buying, because I do tend to buy like quite a bit at shows, but I had a lot of inventory, so I figured chill on the buying for a little bit and just do a little bit of selling, and that's what I've done the last couple shows. So for January, my goal for this year is since September, so I started vending September 25th for anyone that's new to the channel, and since September 25th, that weekend, I did a show in San Jose. I have vended every single weekend except for one, and that was, I think I did that show, took a weekend off, and then I vended every single weekend until the end of the year, which is until now. And then obviously I didn't do one last weekend because there was no shows because it was Christmas. But the previous weekend, right before Christmas, I did do 2 shows. And I do roofing full time. If you haven't noticed by my channel videos, I do roofing with my father. I've done roofing for I think 13 or 14 years now, on top of commuting. And so yeah, I'm like really exhausted, and Saturday and Sunday are my only free days. And for the last September, all of October, all of November, all of December, for the last 3 months straight, I've pretty much taken 2 days off, and then me and my girlfriend's schedule is opposite. So, you know, we want to spend some quality time together and hang out and stuff, and we still see each other and hang out a lot, and she does permanent jewelry on the side as well on the weekends. So we both decided like we're gonna do a side business and vend and stuff, and like so she vends too, but she does permanent jewelry, and we just been motivating each other, and you know, we're being strong, and like we still see each other and, you know, love each other and, you know, spend time together. But this year me personally, I'm gonna tone the shows back just a little bit and, you know, spend more time with her. And that's one of the main reasons, because I want to spend more time with my girlfriend and, you know, have some rest time, because it is exhausting. I don't sit down at shows. I stand the entire 7-8 hours, unless I'm eating, obviously, but it's usually nonstop, so I'm standing the whole time. So Saturday and Sunday used to be my day where I would do nothing, or maybe go to the gym and stuff for an hour, but I would just rest. And with roofing, it's, you know, a little exhausting, and commuting is super just draining. Like it's boring, so it just kind of like drains you, and you don't want to do nothing when you get home. And yeah, and then I have no time for editing videos, and I like editing a certain way. I've always loved making videos, and I like to edit my way, so I don't want to hire an editor when I know I can do it myself and have what I want to edit, and like, you know, show what I want to show. And, you know, maybe a video clip to an editor isn't what they like, but maybe it's something like the creator likes. And so yeah, I don't have very much time to edit on top of vending on Saturday and Sunday, and then working Monday through Friday. Sometimes I can get home and edit for a couple hours, but by the time I eat, hang out with the dogs, feed the dogs, take the dogs out, do laundry or anything at the house, I really have like no time left, because I need to sleep and then wake up early. So yeah, so pretty much this year, 2026, I've set some goals, obviously, which I feel like everybody should at least try to set some goals. And they don't have to be like big, huge goals that are like obviously like unachievable. Like small goals sometimes can lead up to like a bigger goal, or you can set small. And this is what I always did with fitness studios. So you can set small goals to build up to complete a big goal. And this year, my main goals is I'm going to vend a little less. And also, let me say the main one real quick. Sorry. Vendor fees. Some vendor fees, like to be a vendor, is just, it's getting a little outrageous. So I'm going to pick and choose which ones I want to vend with. And the expensive ones, I'm just, I'd rather just not vend them anymore, because it's to the point where it's just a little ridiculous, to where like you're already trying to like you're selling your cards, and you're already trying to give deals and like discounts and stuff for people and help them out when they're trying to like master set something or collect, or you want to hook them up. You don't want to just always charge. I mean, obviously everyone wants to charge market price or whatever, but for collectors, you do want to help them out if they're finding a card, and like let's say it's a card is $20 and they only have 17 or 15. Like you want to be like, yes, it's totally fine. But with the vendor fees getting so high on some certain shows, it's really like not even, it's not logical, and it's not smart in a business sense to even pay an outrageous vendor fee anymore. So yeah, less shows, and then I can also have more time for editing, because I've done 20, I think today was my 22nd time vending or 23rd time vending, and I posted five episodes of vending, and I have footage from every show. So I personally love the video editing and posting the content and stuff and watching the content. So I want to focus more on that and maybe a little bit less vending. But this year I am going to sell a lot more on Instagram. I've kind of built like a little community now where any like customers or people I've met or friends from being at a show, I now have them on Instagram, so I can connect with them that way if I need to. And I don't mind going anywhere in the Sac area, or even shipping, because I used to sell stuff on eBay, so I know how to ship. So yeah, I want to have more time for editing, and I want to do a little bit less shows. And I'm actually gonna probably do to the point where it's less shows, to where my buddy Ryan lives in like not East Coast, but like the Bay Area. So I'm gonna go down there a lot more this year and vend down there, like different shows. Another thing with vending so many shows within a 3-month period, most people, if they're coming to the same shows, they've seen most of my stuff. So unless I got new stuff, there's no really reason for them to look through my things, or they've already seen it probably multiple, maybe more than 5 times. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely broaden my shows that I do this year and minimize as many shows as I did. So yeah, and I think 3 months I did 20 something shows, which is quite a bit, honestly. Even like some on the weekdays and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm gonna be a little bit more picky on my shows this year, and yeah, just more enjoy it and really focus on the content side, because I do like making the videos, and I hope you guys enjoy them. And I try to, do an update after the shows. It's just like the timing of stuff, like how much free time I have is super, super limited, but I'm going to be super disciplined this year and like take advantage of, downtime or free time that I have, and really, focus on making good content for you guys and getting all my all the shows. It's not old. It's only 3 months old the most. I think the oldest one would be 2.5 months ago that I haven't posted. So I'm going to really focus on getting those down. I have them all on my hard drive. It's so much footage. And like, let's say you vend for 7 hours. I have to go through 7 hours of footage, cut 7 hours of footage. So, and let's say you're cutting a clip and you want to add in like the Pokemon cards they're selling or some audio, the time adds up a lot. So it's not just like, I like to cut up the video and add to it. I don't want to just post like, I could post a raw vendor POV, but it kind of could get boring if you put certain spots in. So it's fun to cut it up, add a little effects and stuff and audio and like that. And I ended the year, I want to tell you guys what I ended the year with. My collection accumulated to $8,733. And this is in like slabs, singles, and yeah, slabs and singles mainly. And then obviously my binder. And it grew pretty quick. I mean, from just doing it for 3 months, mainly what jump started my business, and maybe this can help you if you plan on vending or whatever. but I did a side job for, like, I did a roof on the side, and I took half of that money that I made from doing the job, and I was looking for collections, and I found someone with a collection in the $2,000 range, and I think it was like it was 2,000 something, like 2,500 around there. And I got the collection for about $1,800, and that's what like kind of jump started my vending. And then ever since then, I used to look for deals on Facebook, and Facebook can be good at times, but you're going to spend a lot of times just, wasting time, because people will reply and then not reply and then say they'll meet and then they don't meet. And then by then a week's gone by, and it's just like, the conversation is not going anywhere. The deal's not going to happen. So I tend to not do Facebook anymore. Now that I'm vending, I kind of just take an inventory from shows, people coming to me that want to sell, or people I've met, or people I've done previous deals with. And yeah, I don't try to do Facebook anymore. It's just mainly people that, maybe they want to, that I know pretty much, or I see at shows, that want to sell cards that they don't want in their personal collection, or they want to trade for better cards or whatever. So yeah, I'm going to definitely hope that grows this year. I'm going to be sending more cards out frequently, instead of, like, last year I only did one submission. I did 10 cards, and that also helped my collection grow. Finding gradable cards isn't like the main way that I like accumulated stuff. It's mainly like buying and then selling it at the next show, buying and then selling it at the next show. But yeah, grading can be really good. Like, actually I'll show you guys so we can add to the video. So my new grading stack, not these One Piece cards. I don't know if I'm going to send any One Piece cards in, but like for grading, so like I buy these cards and I could put them right back on my table and sell them, but I decided like these ones were nice enough to grade. So this is my new grading pile for my next submission. I usually try to wait till I have 10 cards and then I'll send in 10. So we got the Blastoise EX, we got a Mega Charizard, we got to the Hydreigon EX. This is one of my favorite artworks I've ever seen on a card. It is so sick. And then we got the Mega Sharpedo EX, and then we got the Surfing Pikachu, and then we got the Dialga Gold Star, and then we got a Chansey EX. And all these are like really nicely centered, no whitening and stuff, except for the Chansey and Blastoise. These could be 9s. They have a teeny bit of whitening. I'm just hoping to like get by with a good grader who had his coffee or had like maybe a good day. So hoping those will, all get 10s. Like, I think they're 10 contenders, or obviously I wouldn't send them in, because you send them in for 3 months. So if you don't think it's going to be a 10, there's really no point in sending it in for 3 months just to get it back and spend an extra $20 on the card when you're already into the card for a bunch of money. So yeah, my new pile is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. So I'm going to try to add 3 more to it, and then I'll send it off. And yeah, the grading is $20 a card. So 10, it's like another $200 every time. But yeah, so 8,700 this year. I'm hoping to just, do it a little differently. I don't really have like a set goal in mind. I kind of just really enjoy vending. It's just super fun and like a side hobby. I used to sell at swap meets with my grandpa when I was younger. I would sell my Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh out of my binders. So my grandpa would rent a booth, and like he always does garage selling. And then, I don't know if you guys ever watch Gary Vee, but my grandpa always just loves garage selling, and then he loves selling at the swap meet. And then growing up, I always went with him to all the swap meets. And it was mainly to watch his table while if he ever had to go to the bathroom. And I was only like a teenager, but I would bring my binders and sell my Pokemon cards and my Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Back then, there was no internet, so you kind of sold the card at what you thought it was worth. So I would sell thinking about it back to today, like I would probably sell a $1 card for $25 because, back then there's no internet on your phone. You don't even have a cell phone back then. And if the card was badass enough and I liked enough, I'd put my own prices of what I thought it was worth. And there's no like collector TCG player. There's nothing like that. So I used to sell my cards when I was like 10 years old, and now I'm 31. So vending just reminds me of when I would go to the swap meet with my grandpa all the time. And my wooden case, if you've been around since I started this channel, the wooden case I used to use, my grandpa made that, and he would put like knives in it and stuff like that to like have them at his table when we went to the swap meets. So I used that for a little bit, and then I upgraded to some cases off Amazon. And then I sold those cases the last show that I did before the end of the year. to the brothers. I can't think of their names right now. It's been a long day, but Daniel and Marco. Yeah, so sold it to them. They didn't have cases, so I gave it to them for half off of what I paid. And then my girlfriend ordered me a Zion case for Christmas, and then I ordered a Zion case for Christmas. We did the Black Friday, so it was like $50 each one. I got 2 red ones, and then when I set up the red one yesterday, I realized I don't have enough singles for 2 cases yet. So right now, at least like I like to put like $30 and up singles in the cases. So because I love the binder thing, the binder I can offer a lot more cards for people to collect, not just make a profit on the cards. Like give a card to, or like I have from 30 to like $2 cards in there. So people, like let's say they're looking for an older card, and like I offer from anywhere from base set to the newest set out. So you usually should be able to find a card that you need or want in my binder. And that's like what the goal is, to like, so people can have an experience at my table and like leave with a card, even if it's a $2 card, I don't mind at all. So I try to offer all of them. And I feel like you can only do that with a binder because there's just so much room in 2 cases. I think a case holds maybe like, I'd say like 50 to 70 cards, depending on how you stack them. But yeah, and then what else? Yeah, so just 2026, more editing, less shows. I hope the vendor fees go down next year. It's kind of like, I'm not gonna make a huge I don't want to make like a huge video about it or like go into detail, but it's just like I've done so many shows now. It's like one show can be $70 and then another show can be 100, crazy high hundreds. So it just doesn't make sense, and I'm just gonna not do those ones anymore. But yeah, so I have one more show, or I have two more show, or 3 more shows planned for the rest of January, and I'll post that probably sometime this week. And definitely going to edit the more content, POV videos and stuff. So if you've been to my table and we've done a deal and I've talked to the camera, I still have the footage. I just haven't got to it yet, and I will get to it eventually. So it will be up, and I appreciate all the support this whole entire last 3 months. It seems like I've been doing it for a year, but it's literally been 3 months. But yeah, vending is just so much fun. I've watched Pokemon since I was 5 years old and played the game on my it was like a teal Game Boy Color that my parents got me. I got a red version for, I think it was my 5th birthday. Even when I was in kindergarten, I had a Pokemon themed birthday party, and yeah, I posted it in my Instagram if you want to see it. But I just always loved Pokemon. Even I'm 31 now and I still love Pokemon. And it's just, it's a fun time. And then I met some great people vending with them and stuff. And like Ryan, that's probably my best vendor friend. And then Sam, Joel, oh my God, Hank Lex. There's so many. Like I said, I've had a long day. So if I didn't just say your name, I'm sorry. But yeah, there's just a lot of people I've met, Jordy. There's tons of people I've met vending that I consider friends now. And it's all because of vending. And, it's just a good time. And usually good vibes. There's some customers who just, bring the bad vibes, but it's like you try to make them smile or just kill them with kindness. That's always my like motto. You just kill everybody with kindness, because you're at a Pokemon show. Like, well, you gotta, it just should be good vibes. So hope you guys enjoy the video, and I promise 2020. Oh, actually, no, I was gonna tell you guys. So One Piece. I know like there's a hype right now and everything, and this seems maybe like not candid or whatever, but my buddy Andres gave me these. So Zoro right now is my favorite character. I am on episode 60 something, I think. I don't remember. I think 62 or whatever. So my buddy Andres that I work with, he's worked with us for a while. In the morning, he would watch One Piece on his phone, and I never watched One Piece. I grew up with Digimon, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Naruto, and Dragon Ball Z. So those 5. I watched them on TV. One Piece I never saw before. I don't even know if it was on TV. But I don't, and I'm not sure when they dubbed it in English. But if I couldn't watch it in English, I never really was a fan of animes or anything that I couldn't understand. It was cool to watch it with subtitles, but I'm not a subtitle. I mean, I do watch subtitles, but when it comes to anime, I just like to hear it. And like Ash Ketchum, his voice, Yu-Gi-Oh!, the voice, and obviously they're girls, but just like there's something about the characters, you get like attached to them. And yeah, so I started watching One Piece. My buddy Andres, he made me an account on his Crunchyroll, and he recommended I watch it because I started opening some packs, and I genuinely enjoy opening One Piece packs. I was able to find them at the store by me, and no scalpers had taken them all off the shelves. Pokemon, I tried finding Pokemon at the stores for like the last, I'd say 2 years, and I've gotten maybe 2 ETBs and 8 packs total in the last 2 years at a store. And I'm tired of paying scalper prices, and I don't condone scalpers, and I don't like to feed into their, their selling, because that just makes them want to scalp more and sell more. So I was buying some scalper stuff when I first got back into Pokemon, like buying from scalpers, but I won't do that anymore. I don't like it. And, I think it ruins a hobby and ruins it for everybody, especially some people that just want to open packs. It's like almost impossible to find Pokemon in the stores. Maybe if you live in a good neighborhood or whatever, that's fine. But so yeah, I started opening OP12, which is the 12th set, and one, maybe it's not the 12th because they've done like remakes and stuff, but I opened a couple booster boxes from them, and then One Piece, the best volume 2. So I got some cards, and then I did a master set, and I've never master setted a Pokemon set before, because I'm not a fan of, I just like collecting the cards that I like. But for some reason in One Piece, slowly watching it and like talking with my buddy Andres at work about it, as an adult, I like all the characters and I like the storyline so far. And yeah, so I've almost master setted OP12, and just wanted to show you guys. I'm sorry if you're not a One Piece fan, but this is pretty cool to me because nowadays, good luck master setting. And remember, I ripped all these myself except for one card, and I'll show you. Actually, it's right here, number 30. I had to go to the closest trading card store to my house, and I bought that single for $1 because I've opened I don't know how many packs, and I could not pull that card. So all these I pulled myself except for some in the back. I'll show you in a second. And the number 30. And yeah, so I think there's 112 cards in like the normal before you get to the alternative arts. And I'm missing a few more alternative arts. And obviously the mangas. I don't have the mangas. And then here. So these are my alternative arts. I pulled all of these. I purchased, I pulled all of these on this page right here. Pulled all these ones on this page, and then I purchased this one right here, and I purchased, there's one more, I think I purchased that one. There's only 2 that I purchased because pulling an alternative art, it's sometimes you can pull them, but I can't find any more packs. A scalper finally found my store, and then obviously those are just more Dawn cards. And yeah, so, and I haven't pulled the manga, so I'm missing a few more alternative arts and some of the mangas for this. And yeah, I was enjoying, like, get off work, every other day and buy a couple packs and just rip them open. It was just fun to me, and I'm paying MSRP, so it was super fun. And a lot of duplicates, but yeah, finally, the scalper found my store, and they've been out ever since. So it's been a couple weeks since I've opened them, and I wanted to master set that, especially paying MSRP, but now it looks like I'm gonna have to buy the singles, which isn't as fun. Like, that's not fun to me, master setting it, but luckily I only need, I think, like 5 to 10 more cards. And then the manga, I won't buy the manga. It's way too expensive, which is like the rarest. It would be like pulling the gold Charizard in Pokemon. So, but yeah, I'm really enjoying the watching the anime dubbed in English. It's super enjoyable. Love all the characters. My favorite right now is Zoro. Yeah. Oh, and the other thing, let me show you. I started to learn how to play One Piece, and I used to play it in Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments when I was 10. So Yu-Gi-Oh now, I bought some packs, and compared to when I was 10 playing it, it was called Heroes Hideout in Yuba City. I would go, and I was like 10 years old, and I'd play with all the teenagers. Finally, when I got good at Yu-Gi-Oh and I made a super nice deck, the place I used to go to shut down, which sucks, but so I was never able, as soon as I got good at Yu-Gi-Oh, boom, the card store or card shop in my city closed down, so I wasn't able to play Yu-Gi-Oh anymore. I tried to get back into Yu-Gi-Oh when I first came back to Pokemon, and still the cards now and the people I've talked to, it's like Yu-Gi-Oh used to write down your life points and have fun and battle each other. Now you're just trying to take out your opponent in one turn, so not a fan of it anymore. I was wanting to get back into it, but I'm just not a fan of the new cards, and I've opened some, and I didn't really enjoy them like I used to. So I started playing One Piece with Andres, who got me into One Piece, and yeah, I'm going to join one of the Wednesday tournaments at Constellation Collective and learn how to play a little bit better, and then eventually build my own deck and stuff, because I genuinely enjoy opening the packs. I enjoy playing the game. I enjoy learning more new characters, and like slowly watching the show as I'm doing it all makes it so much fun. And yeah, so that's my One Piece journey this year. I have some singles and stuff that I sold a couple cards when I first opened the packs because I didn't know I was going to start watching it and get into it. So these are some of the hits I got. But yeah, I just right now really enjoying Pokemon, really enjoying One Piece. Pokemon I can't really open because there's just nowhere to find it. So I love opening packs. Doesn't really matter what it is. I bought a couple Yu-Gi-Oh, but not too much. But yeah, so One Piece and Pokemon right now. And yeah, just wanted to say Happy New Year's to everybody. Hope everybody had a great New Year's, a great Christmas, and hope you guys are ready for the content. I'm going to try to make 2026 the year that I take YouTube. I've also, this is probably my 4th YouTube channel. I started with gaming, did another gaming channel, did a fitness channel, and then, yeah, this is my newest one. This one's kind of started with Amazon. I would say it's starting, I think I've had 3 channels altogether, but this is the one I've kept posting the most on. So I started with Amazon videos when I was living in San Diego, and I lived there for a year. I was doing Amazon Flex because I was doing college, and I moved back and then kind of put my Amazon content to roofing because I don't need Amazon anymore. It was just while I was in school. And then I started doing roofing content. I would vlog kind of like during the day. I did like 30 days in a row, and it was fun, but very exhausting. And I don't have the time to do that anymore because I didn't commute back then. I went from living a minute away from the shop where I work to an hour and 15 to an hour and 45 minutes away from the shop. So yeah. And I also neglected the gym a lot this last year and a half or so. So my New Year's resolution is to, because I've done a men's physique show in 2019, and I used to be super into the gym on my, my personal Instagram account. And I've kind of, not saying I let myself go, but like, I've just, not been stressed. Just, I'm not taking it serious, and I'm ready to finally take it serious. So yeah, we're on the fitness grind. And Ryan, if you're watching this, shout out to Ryan, because he is also on a fitness grind right now too. And hope you stick with the buddy. And I know you will, because you're pretty dedicated. So keeps me dedicated and motivated as well. So keep each other motivated. And yeah, those are just my main goals this year is, just enjoy vending, post more content of the shows. That's what's a point in recording if I'm not going to share it with people? Like it just sits there. So I need to stop making excuses and just get it done. And yeah, stay focused on the gym, spend more time with my girlfriend, and yeah, not just vend every single day I have off, and then take some rest days also. So thank you for watching. Thank you if you're subscribed. I appreciate it, and I promise I'm going to bring you some good content, and see you guys in the next video. Peace.